The Naked Gun is a brilliant comedy that is refreshing for 2025. I mean, it's very rare nowadays we get a high quality comedy, let alone one that ends up actually in the cinemas. You know, recently we had Happy Gilmore 2, which I thought was brilliant, but again was just uploaded straight to streaming services because comedy doesn't really seem to be making money anymore. Liam Neeson said that a hell of a lot in the build up to this film coming out. In a lot of the promotional material, he did a very funny one saying save comedies by going to this, and quite frankly, Naked Gun is just brilliant. I watched the originals a few weeks before just to make sure I'm on the same wavelength, but honestly I love this. I thought it was incredibly modern take on the original Naked Gun. It linked, but it was very much its own thing. So if you didn't see the originals, I honestly felt like you would have been fine. There's a lot of sequels that come out and you need to have watched the originals. You really didn't have to for this, because the tone and everything is just perfectly there from the start. Liam Neeson plays this role brilliantly. I don't know what he does, but he plays it incredibly, incredibly well, to the point where you just almost, your brain just goes straight into the world and you're just in it. And I love how incredibly funny it is, which I know is such an obvious thing to say, but it is so naturally funny. Like, there are multiple moments in this that are laugh out loud. Like, you had the entire cinema laughing, which is very rare. We get that nowadays, but the entire cinema was laughing at multiple occasions. But I feel like it has a bit of humour for everybody. Some of the jokes did not hit for me, right? That is just plain and simple. But I feel like the reason why it didn't is because they were playing to multiple different comedies. So you had people who find recurring jokes really funny, ended up being very pleased. People who find dirty jokes very funny were very pleased. Rude jokes were very, very pleased. And you end up with, and then just the natural jokiness, like the classic 80s and 90s comedy, slapstick comedy, it just was there. Every single element was there. I really, really enjoyed it. I wouldn't be opposed to them doing another one, quite frankly, because it's different enough from the originals that, quite frankly, they could get away with making more of these and not running out of ideas, because it feels different enough. Honestly, if you want a good feel-good comedy, this is the one to watch.